Hey everyone, if you're watching the series on packaging, this would be the third and the last video. In the last two videos we have completed Dieline and design. Now it's time to create our own custom mockups. For this we're gonna use both Illustrator and Photoshop. We're gonna see how to create 3D shape in Illustrator and take that to Photoshop to apply our design on it. Alright, then let's get started. Alright, finally we have come to the part where we're gonna create mockups. Before creating a mockup, we have to export the design in different slides. So make sure design is selected over here, and then you're gonna go to a tool called slice. Select that. We're gonna create a rectangle line around the front side of the box like this. So once you do it, it'll get selected like this. So we're gonna do for all the shapes which we need a separate slides. I'm gonna do one over here for the left side. I'm gonna do for the right side. Then I'm gonna do for the back side. And finally this top portion, we're gonna do it like this. So once we selected all the slices which we're gonna export, now go to the file and export, save for web. So when we zoom out, you can see that the slices are selected. Choose each one and make sure it's PNG or JPEG, and then finally we're gonna give save. We're gonna create a new folder. We're gonna go inside and we're gonna click on save. So once you save it, you'll have slices like this. You'll have other unwanted shapes also. So you can just select everything and delete it. So we'll be left with these things. So these are the things which we're gonna use it for mockup. Remember that to create mockup, we need the size that we used for the design. So first we're gonna create the front side of the shape. So we're gonna click on it. We're gonna type 20 width and 25 height. Click OK. Let's turn this to lighter gray. So I'm going to choose this, and I'm going to go to Effect, 3D and Materials, and I'm going to choose the first option over here, and you'll get something like this, and you'll have the 3D options on the right. Go to the depth section, and I'm going to type the depth that we have is 8. So now we can see we got the depth and perfect 3D square of the box. So here you can play around with the positioning and everything. For now I'm going to move it slightly like this, rotate it a bit like this, so that we can see the top portion a bit left and the front side. So once you're done with it, you can just cancel this, and then we'll have the shape over here. In case you need a different angle of this, you just need to duplicate this by holding Alt. So you'll get another duplicate of this. Holding this handle over here, you can move around any shape you need for your mockup. Maybe something like this, flat on the floor. So you can just play around with this. You can move this around and create any shapes. So once we're done with this, when you're okay with the shape, next thing we have to go to the Photoshop. So you just go to the Photoshop and create a new layout. So once you're inside the layout, and first thing what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to Illustrator and you're gonna select the shape which we created, Ctrl C, and go directly here, and we're gonna do Ctrl V, copy paste it, choose pixel and click OK, and your shape will arrive here. We're gonna go to the rectangle tool, select the rectangle tool. We're using the Photoshop, click on the artboard. So here we're gonna type the size name, which is 20 width and 25 height. You don't need to worry about it's showing pixel. We can increase it later. So it has come in the pixel. No need to worry about it. You can just hold Shift and Alt and click and drag so that it doesn't move, and also we can increase the size of it. So make it bigger, something like this. For now let's hide it, and the same thing we're gonna create for the side. We're gonna go to the rectangle, click on it, type the height as 25 and width as 8. Click OK, keep it over here, hide it. Again we're gonna create the top portion over here. Now we're gonna appear all the shapes that we created. We're gonna change the color for each shape. Front we're gonna keep different color. Let's choose everything, and we're gonna remove the stroke for that first. So when you change the colors of it, firstly we're gonna select the rectangle and we're gonna name this as front, and then we're gonna choose the second the side one, name it side, and this one has top. So once you name it, you're gonna right click on it, each of the shapes, and you're gonna turn it to convert to smart object. So once you're done with that, you're gonna choose this and you're gonna reduce it opacity, hold control, and then you're going to click on the corner and position it to the 3D shape like this. You can zoom in and you can do it carefully. We're going to do the same thing for rest of the shapes. Firstly, what we're going to do is we're going to choose the front portion and we're going to double click on this smart object thumbnail. So it'll take you inside. We're going to hide this, and designs we exported, we're going to go there and we're going to choose the front one. We can just drag and drop it, then adjust the size. When you do control save, control yes, and this will be applied on the mockup, something like this. So we're going to do the same thing for the side as well. Now you can see it's applied. In some places you can see that it's not placed properly. Anytime you can just go there and hold control and you can just adjust it like this. We have placed the design, but it doesn't look that much realistic. First, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go here for the front. We're gonna choose the front layer and we're gonna double click on it, and you'll find a tool called gradient overlay. Choose that. So you can just copy the same options which I'm doing over here. Choose linear blur. Keep the opacity for 19, and here you can just play around with the shade. So this will be like a light falling on the box, so it will be like a shadow and a light falling together. So we can click on OK. Then you can use this to move around, so you can show which side the light is falling. So now you can see it's like falling from the left side. So when you're okay with that, you can just leave it as it is. And then there'll be another option over here. It's called bevel and emboss. You're gonna choose that. So what this does is it gives a nice depth on the corners. So we can play around like this to increase the depth. You can also increase the size. You can choose this to soft or hard inner bevel so that it gives inside. So you can play around with this to make it more realistic. So you can do the same thing for all sides. You can go individually and play around with the shadow and all the things. It's a process of trying to make it look more realistic. Right, and that's how you create realistic mockup using the design. Also, you can use the same mockup anytime. You can just duplicate the file, and then you can just go here and you have to just change the design over here and just save it, and your design will be saved here. So that's the advantage of creating a custom mockups. We can customize it whenever we need, however we need. We have come to the end of the video and also the series. I really hope you have learned the basics on packaging designs through this series. If yes, do subscribe for more of these kind of videos. I'll see you again in another interesting and an informative video.